sector workers, not just across the country, no. Adumefo Ghana nyina and a woman ekasa. Now, our calculation now is about 69 public sector institutions. Now, Osha Omododoa getting to about 27,000. And Pima Diononso and a woman ekasa, including Bui Power Authority, Electricity Company of Ghana, Ghana Meteorological Agency, and others. Don't forget to say anymore say Ghana National Association of Teachers, NAT, and the National Association of Graduate Teachers, NAGRAT, and a teacher. And Teachers and Educational Workers Union TEU4 and CCT4 Tuatium one more AG Omukola. Kola no enya bese na emom eye cost of living allowance. And a womo J Efra by Hosa buying farmer omoa. And Nadia womo ebeko. And no, His Excellency the President Nana Akuoko Kwarteng Eko National Labour Commission. Na odensemi kotu dwa ho se eba labor agitation sir. It's about capacity to pay. Between a buying any edumefo na legitimately na edumefo no deserve ni omo bisa ne de but so omo so hwe say ne omo je free no ho no benya na wotua anopai obetimi adwane ye live e Facebook Kessben TV na wa share mpacho ya share visi anopai ebedi nkomo bebre na ya hwe na afi National Labour Commission panimpa ye onimonyamfo ofosu asamwa enso de nsembi atodwa na menche ho kura no ma menkwa ahoma ne so na mene no enkohye anopai Amansan Ntie dwumadie no asemidide kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng betumi afrem keke ana honorable ya no wahye ama Amansan so atie bi Amansan Ntie dwumadie e wo Kessben FM so eni na Kessben television na Kessben TV on Facebook. Mr. Bosasamwa anopai, good morning.
Good morning.
Na mpacho mpomie de.
Nyame aduma pomie.
Ya hoye pa ya yenso ya hoye. Ya yanshan komo na sesei enra omampani besra. Are we correct?
There be o. Yani ekosra.
Mo na mo ko omampani ho.
Yani ekod.
Okay. All right. Komo na woni mampani di ye no. Mamintie mu kakra na efadan ho den ti na mo kosra omampani. Mamintie ho ansa na ya ba main issues.
Oh, there be enra na commission no. Fourth commission no omo time so April no. Nti enra ena ye constitute two new commission.
Okay.
Made up of Justice Suman Edu, retired High Court judge, only chairman. Justice Peter K. Abebu, retired High Court judge, only a member.
Kessben.
Dr. Fidelis Patrick Sedo, member. Barrister Emmanuel Amufa, member. Mrs. Ruth Kakari Anan, member. Mr. Kofi Davo, member. Mr. Isaac Saki, member. Honorable Ufuswa Samoa, Executive Secretary and Secretary to the Commission. He enrana President in as members and Secretary to the Commission.
Okay. And na enrana moswe ino. Minimisa wo de office order da and adwuma no da so da wo but enra na so na adwuma kese e da otiri so e wo se otu hu anamo and na ba bia Ghana abegina the four teacher unions including TEU e wo atuatiemu demanding cola 20% and enra public sector workers about 27,000 on July 12 say omonso so enya cola no 20% na omodo omonade ebego. I'm told so mampanya direct mo say muntu ana mobi but odi adwuma na mampanya di say mo sanra
direction no come Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations.
Okay.
Labor Commission there we do your answer.
Okay.
It's the Ministry of Labor Relations and Employment, Ministry of Finance and a Ministry of Education. That three ministries in the teacher labor teacher unions no ECIS.
Okay. Na yasewo de nsem atodwa se baby a ade no adro no let me quote you exactly se o se adwumefo no tuate na omo ese omo ate no o se omo consider se enye part of omo contractor omo ni aban but what can say pote because that's no so aside and some bebreba
the mechanism so you na ye pay adwuma extra sika e betiawo emra bebeduma tama adwe fon tama be could leave all the entitlements And one the government has not gone into any new contract with this workers. Said your workers be one. And I'm saying name for mining my name of the cost of your people bedroom. The cost of living cost, and it's my opponent mindset. You know, they must see a permanent. If you pay Vika Kana Paso answer, next is a very share by a Ketra. Cost of living allowance, man, give us something more allowance. Not easier to tell me. I had it ready. It's my 4 year little by name. So, the what this record to a buying and I said, Kessben FM, Mosia Hutraba. The management, Emma Mubibika. That's all you said to the one media made me not go on. No, they are charging Kaka. I don't see where I find myself in the labor law. The number of connect me to say, no, why we had Mabusum to be town and over the Jana. Oh, you see, a person, and then I can't buy a man here. Me, be a public servant, of 20% the bear coming, Miss Majibi. But I'm not in an amateur, say, Sebi. You do my teacher.
Now, oh, Trewadre, I'm a public sector workers, no, at yes, COLA is not part of their contractual agreement with the government.
Any part of it. Now, people want.
But I was also to the point, labor agitations and now a concern from labor with respect to condition of services there. A resurface, a coba, a timiba brebia, and say not any part of the contract. Next at this point, Utienia organized labor eka almost say 7% increment by the ma on their salaries. A year 4% and 7% increment, you know. Sometimes now inflation 9%, and the inflation is about 36%. And it's a ukresi now kojumua, and timin torrent, you know. Cost of living allowance no babe kushi wa mokakra. Don't you think?
Udin is a
Kwabna Akuoko Kwarteng.
Kwabna Akuoko, we had more Kessben FM. Anamiwa.
Aye.
Wakra na okumati.
Batomi wakra.
Akra idum na okone enye wana mizumeko.
And one yobiyako.
One private sector, our market 20%, and not one private sector. Our market, say, one my idea near my ego. Naturally, you got private sector, come naturally the public sector. I am not saying you said you shouldn't demand it or mind my idea, we have BBI. But you don't attach a so one year made it to work. I buy my Bongo no much wrong. What Kessben or won't you? I can't have to. Hello, Marco.
Yet you, Mr. Adama, yet you.
You have to accept your mother.
There be an antum.
Until where Jai Madina Jumana Makola Junko. And now, why you boost our identity, sir? We had more by Mana, you in your bobo. You see, let's be realistic. I'm speaking as a realist. Realistic. Oh, I won't tell you, you know, yes, you can buy many, but you are 20%, 30% crime. But we are in Ghana, we are in a global economy.
But I come and Akos is what they are demanding. No, what they are demanding no is not legitimate or the timing. And I say, Misakra. I want to understand your point. Say, and you say, Adema Omo, Nikwan so mubisa, and the timing. Yes, Mbezamitiasi.
Omu or Hunkwan so mubisa.
Okay.
It's a Huche number.
Kessben.
They will know or send a tap one.
Okay.
And I mean, Omunyagi.
I think I know the threat. Ewa ban hose. Your pa banche o my 20%. Ubenya no the ama omo. O nyanswa no the baby.
Baby, and yes, sir. From the buy yes, okay. Says, O money my day, not so yes, can be the putting one. Money are buying transit. Now, Munya, Munding money and what can be done. I'm a commission kind. And I'm about to start from the Mumrani and nothing. Now you can't, you can't open near it, you beat me. There's a not the go. Well, over 200,000 years old moment in number. University teachers call strike in Janqualam. Within that short period, don't be school and qualified. And they show my question. Over 1,000 students in KNUS, Kumasi Kwan. Edium school fees on their 2 best in if you are caught up Prabian in Yama. Universities bears 26 or Ghana public universities. Now, over 200,000 elementary school students, school be paid for so long requiring we winning. I'm looking at the danger posed to the human society as Ghana, posed to parents, posed to citizens. And on a measure say, oh my, you know what I'm saying?
Kessben 92.9.
Eba, many beji pa, but then, only panos are only, Simbranianka. Oh, and we have left all the students, secondary school, we will be on the school, Berlin and Krum. Na teacher one more class senior house masters from Sokrane dancing. Elementary school, kindergarten, class 1 for you. Yeah, all channel come. Kabani abobinum. Maybe school no money number. That is where I'm inviting the teachers and the public sector.
Mr. Zama, mete emotions in the passion out there, Kasana say. But teacher unions no so. Almost say, almost sorry precope da cope, and almost so motiate. They wrote series of letters, a lot of letters to the labor ministry, and yeah, they are doing. And look as if Sabanya who say na I was senka a yard the as a na watuna dream. You know, the only language is a Ghana Habanti as Yan say, yeah, the Nadian go there by any baban also. It's in a my do baby Edri.
The law provides only when employers
Kessben 92.9.
Your next point of call a labor commission. Namu de abedai say. Any abang kasai, sitting my on to move on to na commission at Nasonia. Na commission share my conference and choku. The law says you must notify the National Labour Commission when you want to go on strike. And that's a press conference. When you go and have a press conference, and after that you go on strike. Are you going by the law? Also, abang Ntie. Now also I'm running cannot do. Huh?
Mr. Bozazo, my baby agent say no. Akuoko ye asunu you don't talk between the labor and I'm saying I drop Andy. Please get him back on the line for me. Na yene no enwe yene Mr. Fosua Samoa, National Labour Commission Executive Secretary, and 18 come on. Bring it the time to 60 minutes after 7. Ewa Kessben 92.9 from Tiwa Studio. Ewa Nkrane in Potemo. Kessben 93.3 and Anibwatin Studio. Ewa Kumasi Asante Mantabule in Potemo. And should be live. Ewa Kessben TV so. And if you on Facebook also on Kessben TV. But na wa share sebe ya unia. Go back to the line na yene Mr. Fosua Samoa ewie na anopay in the studio no yene Professor Akuoko Mensa Mauto ebesin konua ono dean graduate studies department University of Professional Studies and afi yene teacher union so mpanifo no ebi nso so ebebon kom kakra ye maame Vida Sapabel a women commissioner Edema CCT Coalition of Concerned Teachers already seated here any most penifo akano and so eba beka ho na but over tim do adwen kira ban komo ya twetwe so far no utie National Labour Commission positioner and say ne teachers no no any kwan say announce organized labor. Now, on your teachers in organized labor and so a press conference comprising about 69 public sector institutions. Number no 27,000. So deadline said July 12. Wamo enya 20% kulana wamo domo enadie bego eno na obenyo Fosua Samoa edi to dwa se eni kwan se ye nhye evise awoni aban esensan krata no na enya part of wamo contractual agreement no nti o se eya adesre organized labor position so betire mu kire no but e benya no back on the line but no mampani kasai ebra wamo oino oma omaswai National Labour Commission penifo swai no yente insama His Excellency the President edi to dwa no bi yente kakra.
These difficult economic circumstances in the country, which is affecting everybody top to bottom, it will take on an even added significance, the work that you're going to be doing. I believe that the promotion of industrial peace and harmony is a function of two things. That we establish a balance between what are the legitimate demands of labor, what are the capacities of employment of the employer. Then we can strike a fair and equitable balance between the demand and the supply, as it were. It becomes the most effective way of promoting industrial peace and harmony in our country.
And tiawa omampani say edumefo soro say yeji aketuantu mu a o say yehwe no afafa say media mehia tintina ho kire wo me so enti mehia se meje but the Okoje free no hono so say anyam bia ne ofo adwuma say adwuma no a Okoje free no hono obi obetimi de ama wo ye no say yehwe na eno na beboa ama ye nyina yetumi anya asomdue ewo oman adwuma ananse aban enwuma mu ye bedi sa nkomo no kakra say Mr. Fuso Samuel no unfortunately MC nya no enti ye nya no ye ne no beto so but once I hear say ye nsa beka no back no there are a lot of issues of say ye ka ho asem kakra. There's a love letter. We can't love letter no makai former chairperson Edema Electoral Commission. Yeah, Mami Charlotte say there's a love letter a free Occupy Ghana ho. Now the letter is addressed to His Excellency
Kessben 92.9
His Excellency the President of the Republic Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Na womo letter do mo de bae no ebre ntimi kan ni nyina. But just the heading. Also, you gave away 47.9 billion Ghana cedi to corruption in your first term as a president. Now you are chasing IMF for 16 billion Ghana cedis. Occupy Ghana to government. Now, pressure group Occupy Ghana has wondered why the Akufo-Addo government is running after the International Monetary Fund for 16 billion Ghana cedis to fix Ghana's ravaged economy, when the same administration allowed 47.9 billion Ghana cedis of the public funds to go waste through corruption and financial irregularities in its first term of office. And it's Occupy Ghana say omwanwa say enei omanpanine na pamfo equity 16 billion Ghana cedi ede FIMF ho wabra say wo share auditor general report say charges corruption e course so na oya quantum and omanpanine for the first time as president, you know. And now Samampeni surcharge nominal refund no sa abandon the next form jisika no a nanka Ghana benya 47.9 billion Ghana cedis akọ west eji eyomwanwa se aban ekwa ko chesi se sika kakra we ewo IMF na utie nia omuka nsam no edoso omaboboboa ose mercifully the framers of our constitution have sufficient foresight on these matters and therefore entrusted the Auditor General to, beyond merely conducting audit and producing journalistic report, disallow wrongful expenditure and search out people who either cause losses or steal our monies. Also, the 2000 Audit Service Act specifically empowered the Attorney General to take legal action to recover the monies where the person surcharged do not pay after 60 days. So, why the President and the Attorney General, where is the money? And the Occupy Ghana, woman so love letter. Our matre ediakoma aban and say IMF na yekono. Omudie near womo a demanding. These are their demands. And no baby you say. We strongly demand that the Auditor General immediately resumes disallowances and surcharges. We strongly demand that the Attorney General enforces the disallowances and surcharges, including taking criminal action, as also demanded by the Supreme Court. A nation that will not prevent or recover its lost and stolen monies will keep making return trips to IMF. Yours in the service of God and country. Occupy Ghana. And no. And in Komana Babejina say, Yawahe, yase, and Kwafobi, the bank be the 25 million Ghana cedi, acquire banking sector cleanup. Emza Jama Twesi and Kwana Okot, Capital Bank. Twesi and Kwana Emze or Okot. Ada sinina at one baby. MPP opposition to no more you may Gangantra wo you may Omba Hite Bas Brandon Omba Hite. So this is what Occupy Ghana is saying. Anopa manufacturers nti yabeko so na ya share betimi join live on Facebook Kessben TV mpacho ya na wa share amanuan so enya bi na ono so wa share mo YouTube no Kessben TV on YouTube and na Facebook on Kessben TV anopa ebedi nkomo ne bebre na ya bobo ne sa na mom a special day in the lives of yenuanom kremofo enti ema omu nyina barika de sala ewo ede alda ya womo celebrate mu anope ema omu nyina ache no nti anope ye chiache omo afena me yadma na otwe se ne if all things be equal and MPP amriko womu dwumadi a omo ebedie no ebeba so na eno na party no de guidelines bi aba ma obi anya billboard akese so the party directive ni so omo aye billboard no omu ntutu until now omashasi pulu no down. Aside that, party na Ghana Police Service power say obi obeye camping and say obechiche sika ohobiano ato vote by no omunyina Ghana mraso na omunchina no de chama makmeno chama sa delegate wa dia be de delegate no binya so no ya dro but anyway ye nyina be ba ho na ya ba be hwe edmado nche no betimi e de aba e WhatsApp number 0550596929 Facebook aside Facebook no 0550596929 odi ba e be boboso Professor Kwaku Mensah is seated and Afe Vida Sapabel Women Commissioner de ma CCT Coalition of Concerned Teachers or also so Atenase dada. Na uti organized labor. Mampeni some of the two just say capacity to pay no. And also ada ninkomodi. Ebi say it me ko 2 years gracia ma togbo afede ma togbo timi discount ba back. E je say o man ye wosika. Ebi say atiko 71 office holders emolument ni ade ma homo no. We quantum etuaye plus S gracia combine all no test o man ye wosika. So organized labor say o mo de omo demand no eno ana omo demand. Eno mampani atremu be de ntie ho ko hiase e kwa IMF. Yetie no aba ba na ya the discussion segment no ahihye so. WhatsApp number no again and the battery photo screen so Emma ebusuafo mame. SMS in the WhatsApp 0550596929 and 0550567929. Yentie His Excellency the President on why Ghana echo IMF now.
They have distinguished themselves in their various fields of endeavor and in the public service of our country and are eminently fit to represent Ghana in their very respective places of accreditation, which have expressed satisfaction at their appointments. I congratulate each one of you warmly on your well-deserved appointment, and I'm confident that you will make our nation proud. Your appointments have come at a particularly important moment, not only in global affairs, but also in the development of Mother Africa and Mother Ghana. All the countries of the world are working to return themselves to a state of normalcy following the devastating impact of the pandemic of COVID-19, whose effects have been exacerbated by the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Economies have been plunged into recessions, businesses have collapsed, lives and livelihoods have been disrupted. Food and fuel prices have escalated dramatically as global and domestic inflationary pressures mount. Hopefully, sooner rather than later, the world will make up on lost time. In our case, we have decided to seek the collaboration of the International Monetary Fund, IMF, to repair in the short run our public finances, which have taken a severe hit in very recent times as a result. Whilst we continue to work on the medium to long-term structural changes that are at the heart of our goal of creating a Ghana beyond aid, that is building a resilient, robust Ghanaian economy. I'm confident that with determination, hard work, unity, and the proverbial Ghanaian sense of enterprise, we will succeed, we will make it, and indeed, this too shall pass. Your rapport with the Ghanaian communities in your respective countries will be vital to your prospects of success. They will be counting and looking up to you to champion not only our nation's interests, but theirs as well. Do your best not to disappoint them.
His Excellency the President. So in summary, Mampeni say IMF no eho behia ewo nebre so because COVID-19 Russia-Ukraine war. Prof, akwa babio. But your microphone no mane me wanu yem. Akwa babio. Na bibia fine there. Oh my God. Na mema Vida Sapabel, Women Commissioner CCT. Mami Vida akwa ba. But my microphone, what the microphone? I don't need it until you said that you bear one year, mammy. I'm also my Vida Utie, Mr. Foswasam, will get him back and for him to conclude on the issue. But me say or Kasana or church name or say, and he was very emphatic or say, at the Serena Mosra by until he has a take his side in trench position, no say one farmer at Tia. But on my mitio. But I want to share on Facebook, Kessben TV.
Kessben 92.
Organized labor. My name is Hano Obiashe. And you know, yeah, no more share. The link in the Bama menu abana. Mun share so that Obian so bet me. I follow your discussion. But I want to.
Medasi. and what you for?
Still, I'm a mic. Yeah, maybe train or that train. Pulu, aha. Train by one, no, mamma, aha, Namintil.
And what you for? Ewa kwanya odi amaye. Emre pi no aya na eya sefem a eye yasoso say National Labour Commission obefre no na waka nsem na okan ye no.
Yeah, and it try so benya the back of the line.
Na omman mu ne yete. Na ye nyina hu ahokire aba. Na ahokire aba no so a yesu ni na nyese ye bia yesu because ye pe bibia ebebro so a ye pese ye living luxurious life a chopa na ye pese ye survive ye pa cho survive you na so ka say enye legitimate na say bia enye say ye ntumi sha ban so man nya a na ya pa because labor law no e kire say ejumayefo e was say utumi provide ade a bema worker no aye comfortable no utumi na edwuma.
Okay.
Enti upe productivity a e was so ye sure say ade a nipa ni hia a ode be ye edwuma no odi ama no ebi ni aketua.
Okay.
Enti say mekọ edwuma na makote na edwuma na say me dwendwen because ne ade ma me entumi mbo ama me survive a na edwuma na me ye ne sen. Edwuma na me ye ne sen. Na ade nti na set side ende na che say at the end of every year no we shouldn't go and do salary negotiations. Because yes, I didn't buy salary negotiation. I can't want to say can't. Say I can't want to acquire no. And to some banners, I will say I want 20, minji 4%. Now 4% now they mamma no. Would the acquaint be to total coin to say minimum me who trimming TG 4%. Now may sure say the economy will be stable. Emma a bedroom time at Sayen and you are sure said there will be improvement. Now at the end of the day, any improvement beyond my and as a misu say major. Won't you catch him say me pa ba chonti and what's me tools do go. And them nene dream.
I see the quite some of the tools in the go. It should have been Jojo, Yabeji way, Yamamu way, while some more tradiano.
Share time I starting. You will crow women and crowfobi sorry, I say. Impaying for union leaders and at TUC, Aqua G 4%, 7% in Tino. Oma Lebu who say aggrieve workers BB. And now omo nanam kwan so omo yedede ye nyina wo kro we mu enti se wo de maybe the to kwan so say yanje 4% no na obeye sure say there's improvement na say improvement by na say maka ya starting last year 2021 November and the letter de call ye February the letter de call ye and sana May day even March cry letter call ye all the unions the teacher unions took a letter there and sana echire May day TUC boss edibetu abanyenim.
Okay.
Or send the reminder they call you bio. Ni normal respond you. But se see na yadi ye tools die gu ho ne de. Omo nya kwan air criticize as if say ye sati ya na de ye tools di gu ho no.
Okay.
Na Labour Commission mpese me bisa say ye issues e de abanyina mu ni ho no motumi asolve amayen.
Okay.
Over the years ye the issues are called they are able to hold the unions to do what we are supposed to do but they are not able to hold government accountable to do what he's supposed to do. And yet, and no make say, and what say yes, sir, because the issues about Muntmin survey. Until your Canada, media, many in your dreams, sir. So, no, so,
my baby say, what is happening? Because look as you said, my phone, so you're more pre, Amamo. Say, Oshe, baby, Amumujina say, and about 67 public institutions, numbering about 27,000, and so Emma 12 July. Na yanhwe na 12 July ne du na se ni nyina nso ba Edesa airport electricity Ghana Water Company Meteorological Agency bibia wo krom ha bia betofom bibia anya adwuma bio then na ya timu na no na yentimi hu se ye bekọ akosua na ye bekọ adwa and utie ovuso asamo say yenka hu se aban no so ne yen a these politicians ayede oman no ahye omonsa no ya public service servant ni bi timi koho ne yakwa akoye bi so the government is us ntino eno so yenhwe mazo betimi adjo na live on Facebook some of your messages amodi aba yenkan kakra na yatoa enkomo no so oyiboboaten ewo atwema ne behi kuma so teacher unions please call off your strike for the sake of students. Greetings to Professor Amriya Okumfi. Okay, MC Yapreko say good morning dear host. Okay. Good morning, dear host. Thanks be unto the Lord who brought MPP into power. That makes Dr. Akuoko Kwarteng became our Greek minister. If not, this is mission and vision for planning for food and jobs. By now, Ghana will be in a great mess. Okay. MC Yao Prekon Ewo Kase Koko Saskwa. Okay. And I would say, Braka, but I say, Koko, good morning. The man you spoke with this morning had really spoke well, pa. It seems all the public sector are demanding for increase in salary because it seems all the public sector because the top government officials are feeling, including the Article 71 holders, and they are bleeding. Oh, Ghana, SCCA penny, Braka, I don't know. Mr. K. And I'm Mr. PK. Was watching live from Air Force Base Tamale. I say God bless you, okay? Kwame Heaven. And so Eddie, I was a good morning, Honorable Koko. I want to wish Muslims across the globe a wonderful Eid Mubarak. We hope you have a day filled with love and peace. So, you know, Muslim for you know. Any program no fra na yamam happy baraka de sala on the Eid al-Adha celebration, you know. Oh, be a wishing out the bar on Facebook making kind their from message na man. But what me ako Facebook on Kessben TV na o love one be a wishing Eid al-Adha be no across the country anywhere sin na some so aye bobo so no ni nyina out the bar meka fra e dia ma yamam nyina baraka de sala kwanza na ba be te say as ya bopre e dia mamo na mo teacher fo ya mate etwen mo man so kan kwada etifie no enti se nkwada no bebon amso mo bebon bi aban position ogina sese no kire se oni sika nti nya de obenya amamo momo de no kra ye nkanwe and about 2700 so eso boprum so so de begu ho enti na akwa so tromi no be mani hahane enti yemfo man no hwefom brim anaye ne dai CCT mamintio
o man na ye timu no ye na ye do man no
yeah
enye me de say me kwatene fie na BC ni wasi student aye prepare for exams na ombetwen asan ko echiwe
okay
enye obi ade na ne ye bi san say chese ye tete hwe rent akosoro water bill akosoro ye wo na ansan ya electricity for uti increment ombeye and e twende san echiwe but whether you like it or not they have increased it in a way
okay
na se uka say me I am a person better say yes it's can you host can be wo ho
away
e wo ho
okay sa na madwen yemo
and yes
sa many bank of Ghana you can say e wo ho na bisa say wo he
e wo ho because who can okay article 7 holders
article 71
holders no ya give 4% we na ya increase o musika
okay
and then the mass agree hwan for no sorry ya o musi yesisi o mo no
okay
because scan you na say eji tumu a
neutrality allowance
yes and neutrality allowance no cry
okay
who ka say scan you na yan aji atumu no na wakoye bibi opposite odi sika akese e de bankrofo nti kwan ben so na pese yaji di tumu ana yaji tumu say sika na bi ni ho na ye mpo ye de na ye bisa no na meka no enye say ye bisa bibi bi a kire su bia ma 20% is not so much a money for be a 1,000 cedis at the end of the month 20% and 200.
We have a calculation on one person there. It's not so much money, but multiply by the quantum. I don't know the numbers of teachers, more strikes, they say no. But over teacher unions now, if me estimate you're correct there, we are talking about almost about 7,000 teachers across the country. Now sounds about labor.
7,000 crazy.
Okay, well, some may estimate. You know, I may be wrong. Obinya correct figure no bet me dia mama. Enti Akuoko Kwarteng boy me correct figure am said na Akuoko Kwarteng boy something thousand no answer about public sector workers about 2,700 and to combine 20% across board. What will happen?
I don't know. Ebe masikana yake si ba mami bisa wasem. Say nipa ba kun ye adwuma me nka ne pay so just 60,000 at the end of the month. 60,000 at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Me teacher ni. Wo de ba market mu a with my position ebetumi twa nipa 30 nipa ba ko pe. Aje de ko.
Okay.
Eno no mbeka say ai nipa sa nipa no e ba ko mo ndoso.
Okay.
And so ntinka salary structure ne ye fair. Ena nke echicha mana so obi aso a. Nkan ha me sa nipa we oje 60,000 no. At the end of the day, ontua water bill, ontua rent. Ye man fuel.
Yeah.
Enti sa nipa no me ya dende me ho compare no hwe nkofo bi ho no ma ya increase almost salary say inflation go 50%, can I say increase almost salary, they will still survive. Teacher Nino, on to me survive it. On to me survive it. And see, make me a kojuma all right. A banker so nis kana so anfa mamia. Na me kwe juma. Meko and so productivity no share. You can smile because high.
Okay. But maybe some question when so. Mampeni position. I watch him why country no kwa IMF. Economy no I watch that baniso. And they a lot of countries so far we to say UK of all people almost petrol boy there was demonstration about 6 days ago. Omumam swa for Penny Boris Johnson ekobasa appointee bi or command appointment economy sa koyi and bi about 38 people are resigning as I say he's a caretaker PM prime minister na me yadoma either September October Tory for new leader not just what in the Jumedi to na wako Osho bit to say Indonesia inflation rate is about 80%. Uko Tekia is about 60%. Uko bit to Sri Lanka there 3 days no munya petrol to your condition ya womb dansa na bino ombema petrol to ambulance any fire service in emergency services and the emu for no bito Osho bit to say South Africa and they omo da dumsum about 6 hours dum kania no 6 hours nsa no masa so no 6 hours Osho baby to say Kenya omo call IMF bailout for $244 million it would take the course we are seeing now globally now it's not any dia utimi hu se o ehotra no so wo ba bia na bia beka Ghana enti enka aban se mo ne mo ka se mo nkokira dia na mo nkoya adwuma no na niam ye ya wa consider mo no sa ko sanka mo hwe won so kakra
sesero sikai na ho chene o ba bia wo hu ayi UK wo kan mo ho asam omo yen ye kro ha say no inflation no esi de bia we are used to it omo no they are not used to that kind of inflation na basesi no nti omo ye dede a yet ya say omo inflation many because they do 2% but they are feeling it because it doesn't happen over the years but ye krom ha no say no ade chi ade san bia no nema sesa nti ye used to it na woka say ebi si e wo krom hu say agitation dey so all round
okay
but ye dey no aburo so na we kra na ye kasa 27.6% na ye average no because ye kasa ye canon on food, on transport, on renter one hwe be kan we na bro 100% enti aho chanda aba na aba no other countries no omo cushion omo employees no to survive
okay
and also na yeso bisa say ono so to cushion and survive it.
Okay. Well, I was here for Feno Adrania. We are live on Facebook, Kessben TV, Kessben 93.3 from Ananibwati Studio, Kessben 92.9, Tiwa Studio in Accra and its environs, and YouTube and so Kessben TV and Facebook Kessben TV. But we are not share Union so and the channel pay Amansan Ntie Penny Fadring Saturday morning show. Kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng KK and Matransia Medici. I mean in the studio where Professor Kokumensa Mauto. And Chambati Prof Unka and Madam Vida Sapabel, a woman commissioner at the Man City Coalition of Concerned Teachers, and Anope Yesin Kuna, I de Jumedi Ebremo. Some of your messages are more Abba na Minko Prof so na yenko tie prof so kakra and some kakra or war ede emamo e ma me share here e Facebook na menka messages kakra mo de aba ho emamo na femi me move on. Rich Nanajo appear say Nanajo has totally failed the economy. Rich Nanajo appear because they should reduce the salary of the ministers and members of parliament because Okoto di Emma onwam enkobre calling upon or say I'm calling support from Western North Bodi. I'm a teacher and indeed teachers are struggling. Look at how much others are paying and compare with teachers. Okay. Michael Bonnie. I say how many percentages the politicians take and public servants look at and public servants look at the difference. Okay. I say how many percentage did politicians take and public servants look at the difference. Obuase and Michael Bonnie Edibaye reaching an to appear be say hey. Enti Ghana pa any BT Comson I'll say ungrateful Ghanaians any before COVID time the government pay you without working. Why didn't you come out at the time to praise the government? Teachers, I know your problem because of free senior high school. You can't get money from anywhere. So some people are trying to sabotage the government. This money is not your salaries, but to increase your salary doesn't mean demonstration. So please go back to classroom now. Oyibo Boateng and Nebehi Osekwok. In fact, I'm a teacher and I think our demand is right, but we are not in normal time, so we should go back to classroom. Oyibo and Yawa Semo. And you are teacher for Nana Makwa. Nana Yao, please can I get the test line? Yes. Test line no Uko Facebook a bit media about Meka and 0550596929 and 0550567929. Afei Amma Usua or say Kepoku from Agona Bipo. So why can the president cancel the Hijas Gracia and pay teachers well since they don't need the S Gracia because Togo Afede returned his money to indicate that they don't need the S Gracia? Prof, Mbacho Akwabebio. Yes, Prof. Mene National Labour Commission din komo. Me so se utiebi. And mene yenuaba Commissioner for Coalition of Concerned Teachers Ghana, Vida Sapabon so abon komo. Prof Mbacho be ya bejineni, mamintio.
But that's me, Abema, Jakwati. Maminchia, Minyaba, Wakasapa. Na, Minchia, F4. But a special message to our Muslim brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Happy Eid al-Adha. So, new town there. And with the mature Munina. Jakwati, the baby do need nti eden pa obi anim se nyeme mo eden na nsem bi se na ba kasachire enyina etna se ehwe kwa me faso because currently no obi anim including the teachers na wonom kra no strike no omunim se ewi acha eden na enya Ghana nkwa wo ba bia but sometimes me di yakakra se one making it look like a Ghana and due to some issues in unique to us. It's not unique to us.
Okay.
It's just the whole world.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, no, my main teacher food me a teacher now also in a part of the we are glorified teacher. Yes, so we are in the same boat.
Yeah.
We are in the same boat. Now, I did me the lack of proactivity on the part of some government agencies, especially those in charge of negotiating conditions of service and also listening to the plight of Ghanaians.
Kessben.
Yeah, Prof. Me say, you be kind of crepa, you crepe woman. You say, essence say the crisis are here go through, no, which has a global, linkage. Our living allowances have deteriorated. I don't know about you, Jakwati, but for some few months, in fact, I finish check no. Sika nanka probably me use to the nyamano. She said it has lost its value. Enti nanka eba ni say ya no. Nanka buying agencies like Fair Wage. Nanka wa friend penny for you so.
Okay.
Look, inflation e kosro, interest rate kosro, cost of living e kosro. Yenim say nyame mo eden. Abai is trying to do a lot of things. You even engage them first. Now the MBN say as far back as June, Mikaipa June 30th or before the end of June, and a Nagrat started this request. Say one my strike. That is a time when Uncle was say fair wage for invite you. No more say.
Okay.
No din komo. Indeed.
Prof.
Say ufa ka ekwe. That's suddenly the FN is saying price are increasing with the same income. You don't expect the worker to be happy. So that's here. So the engagement now I'm man temono and I could be do you now the crowd woman say teachers almost any point say and the painful aspect is that one Marco says the same school, but when it comes to such conditions, you need to engage them.
Okay.
Let them understand the situation. Yeah, Ghana. What's the last bakery hanum? Let me say, and Crawford and Ntie. Let me say one of the issues of this government is engagement. Engage stakeholders so that whatever situation is at hand, no, now people's incomes have deteriorated so much. It is the statisticians who can tell us the degree at which it has deteriorated. It is incumbent on the agencies of government to hear the side of the staff and then also come out with something on the table.
Okay.
Meaning, say, legally, no, staff be on condition of service.
Yeah.
Kola yeti biache. Mebwana, yeti biache. But see, no, and come on at that table, this is say cost of living allowance, because cost of living a cost, and spare us a bit, boy, kakra. And I want to master with 20%. Oh, maybe fair wage. Sorry, I invite you, mo. I invite it like the other side of no what nothing. No more with dinkomo. Na community no say I buy. And who say it's in a tight corner. Now say maybe there's no budget for that. No. Now one Matthias here. Now the MBN says sometimes no. Kasa if free some microphone no. Na ya.
Kessben.
Kasa bema nkrofo akoma tom yem no.
Okay.
They don't speak in such language. There's one an art of listening. Meeting you know say and you say the cost no do but heading. So that's here. So the agencies of the government were not proactive for them to sit down for the labor unions. Are there any teachers in Kwaneku? To the extent say national labor for commercial workers
yeah.
So one person so in the next moment, no, Rebecca see you them if they will sit down. No, I'm telling you, say because I tell you, public sector workers. We need teachers as a it's a number now boy, you know, we are talking about a whole over 20,000 now. Canon.
Yeah.
Teachers, secondary school cry, second cycle cry over 190,000. And if you are adding up all the other public sector workers, nature say a idea the economy will run down even if they are to strike for only 1 week. The government will lose more than gaining. And we have every cause. Everybody has a stance to defend, but the best teachers any government say government agencies like Fairwich should invite. Mati say on the 12th or so they've invited your leaders, and I think this meeting should have come about either 3 or 4 weeks earlier if it has not happened before. Nanka yesin kunya ni din common as to how to 20% they say the negotiation. Hold the ba na me de aba na ya jojo na do baby na one ko classroom na eja kwate
Prof.
Sisi ano ma din komo bi a mesre ye workers unions no omo nya botre kakra. Wow, the world is not going through the normal times.
Okay.
Mean Kaimo, the year 2020, the ACA. Ebinum the year another strong card, and a trump card one more the defending one case. The best say the world is running at a pace bia. Yan shin ye will run down our economy to the extent that ejumano kra no sasika na o enjoy sisi kra no unso anke bi mu. That's one of the issues.
Okay.
Because in a part of the world, the government payroll is rising at a rapid rate. Yanshini year I was say a buying bobosia edition crofo. Yanshini year a buying will have to go if they have not started yet, because the estimation was that by September, if this economy does not have federal liquidity, government must borrow to pay salaries and also pay our interest on loans. Now, says Anyama Winina Yang Sheni Now, in 1 to 2 years, now Ghana will be heading towards like the level of bankruptcy. Now, ye didn't come away, no. Now, I was say, ye teachers union, no. I want no more air cost strike, no. Omutias, yes, well, Ghana had the that we need that level of sacrifice from them. That indeed they should continue singing the increase because increase here coming.
Okay.
Said they should go back to the classroom. Your voice have been heard. Your voice have been heard. Say indeed, you said all that you have to say. Go back to the classroom and negotiate with the government. Let's not continue the disruption of the academic calendar. What I say? No, a serious issue. Already, no crowd, and stabilizing your normal academic calendar. We are struggling to do it. And to issue as by now, no universities should be graduating their students. That's so the cyclical era now. Manage the post-era difficulties.
Okay.
You best teacher for. You best the unions now want to echo strike say. For be beyond to change. Now we put Ghana first. In the meantime.
Okay.
Now, minim say buying MIMF Georgia. What I say? Now you negotiate say fair wage commission. You better say it's a good news. We have more classroom for the time being. But some more classroom, not more than so air strike here. What it means is that the economy will further be run down. When it is run down, what it also means is that ebedu babia aketuana baby mo.
Okay.
Because realistically, nyome mo ayden. Nanka Ghana enko IMF. Yetina ha ekasa ya about this e-levy and seven. The reason why e-levy was going to be established. So that the government will have that liquidity in order to address some of these issues here. But it didn't meet the expectation of the stakeholders. And abedu baby ayedui. Me jidi say enuntina
Kessben
abanko IMF. Enti mesre we dey adesredi obedu edu ni die. Me be sremo. Uti station and come and send a computer make kapana, me share us and become another issues aba. Well, sometimes no you look at the financial position of the country, and I can tell you, say, it doesn't look good. No. You see, okay, so maybe say boss I'm coming no,
but I know not in the for the listeners. And the to him na minka messages kakra me ba na waboboso e de amame. Some of your messages amode aba anopay was a good morning to you, Akuoko and your crew. The government always say there was no money, but their lifestyle don't depict there was hardship in the system. If the Article 71 holders can sacrifice their allowances and bonuses and reduce their salaries by 50%, then teachers would call off the strike. Happy Eid al-Adha to all Muslims, brothers and sisters on campus, especially my classmates at level 100B, Safo Shadrach, Ewo Amstead, Kumasi campus, okay. Amusted, Mamimoniye, Amusted, Akete Apia Menka, blah 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 blah. Mumusku ni wow. Edisada kinyabo payo, yani dini wa mami. No. We are not going back to the classroom unless the government think about us first. Okay, one fedi bia mambato na udi aka ho sebaya ebe to me akan. Hi Kessben FM, I'm enjoying the program, but teachers are suffering. Dr. Baumia said everybody is suffering, so they have to pay the cola. Ghanaians are suffering. Okay, Akuoko, please tell Prof that he should rather beg the politicians to reduce their huge salaries and allowance instead of begging with the teachers. As for teachers, we won't take it, period. So he should stop begging us. Ediana ba sechi ewa domfe. Prof Mpacho, with the SOS to you, special message. And Ediana ba and the pa politicians in it na omunti to market to yasu. Na omo de any day. Upacha wo Kessben ha omate eye but omfa. But I don't think you are speaking for all the teachers though. Until I know you're wondering. Please, I'm a teacher who has applied for upgrade since 2018, but yet to go through and you see waiting. Okay. Good morning, Akuoko. From ABB Passe, NDC and MPP are disappointed political parties and the cause of financial crisis in Ghana because of the following. 1. Billions of cedis of government appointees and MPs at the end of the 4-year service ex gratia, they have paid them. Government expenses, corruption, Article 71 holders benefit. Teachers also deserve better life like politicians in Ghana. Primary teachers have not received their laptops up to date, as well as the public people's textbooks. Ghana future is not safe under MPP and NDC politicians. Let's review the constitution and talk about Article 71 holders because Okoto Didia on Wamso Edidi Ebi Ewo Bepase and Ode Abba Ebi. Thank you very much. Keep watching Kessben TV and listening to Kessben FM. As good morning, my brother. I'm enjoying the program. Teachers, okay, are not going back to the classroom. Kwabra, please. There's fire and blood sharing coming at Ntonso on Monday, July. Please. Okay. Attention. All right. I'll let the producer speak to you on this issue of Ntina Manka and Tuasona Yashe. Also, good morning, Akuoko. Please, our stakeholders can sympathize with the nation. For that matter, we the citizens cannot also sympathize with them. The big men in the nation are building for their own stomach. If they fail to listen to us, the strike should not be stopped. You can pay someone more than 60,000 Ghana cedi and pay someone 700 Ghana cedis, and you don't want us to talk who say what. Ramsey ewo wamfie and Oshayen and Otie Note Aba. Hello, no more I greet you. You're watching live from Dewu Equiapim. Please, the teachers should keep quiet and go back to classrooms to continue their teaching because they voted for Nanado, and this is 4 more for Nana, 2 Mpono Womu swing. And his men are like that. Okay. I greet the youth of Okre and Honorable Opare Adro. Okay. Papa Gam, also the Nediaba. Also, is it not the teacher who taught all the big men in this country, including the lawyers, president, ministers, CEOs, etc., all caliber of people? Why can't a teacher get at least 30% of minister's salary? Both MPP and NDC don't respect teachers. Take your time to check teachers' salaries and you cry. Is 20% something big that we are asking from the government? Tell the woman at the studio to tell all the unions leaders to meet government as immediately as possible to complete all the conditions of service. Teacher unions know all the conditions of service due them. Teachers in Ghana are supposed to be a higher earners in this country. I'm also surprised this government is talking in that way. Papa Gam and also Denedier Abba. I'll say I'm a teacher. Okay, good morning, Honorable. I'm a teacher. The baby food I used to buy for my child was 90 Ghana cedis. That's at March 22nd, but now it's 165 Ghana cedis. How do I buy this? Another stores for the family, which equally increased by 50 to 70%. Example, ma ewo achim asafo and ode abba. Okay. As a good morning, Honorable Akuoko. If there must be a sacrifice, then the government appointees should be those to sacrifice. These politicians are always favored in times like this than poor teachers who taught these politicians. We are not going back to Akuoko. Stop profs to stop begging us. Tell profs to stop begging us. We are not going back. Self-report. Ewo asokore Methodist and but teachers and battle no share on your various platforms. Sebeya ebetime nya mo messages ni mo Facebook akinkan nti battle uye teacher na when I link na go to Facebook at Kessben TV ya na wa share among yourselves so that we can read a lot of your messages because a lot of people are listening. Akuoko, let the government know that they can print more monies in the system and stop any negotiation with IMF. US printed about $2 trillion and distributed it to its citizens, but they will tell us that when we print money, our inflation will increase. We are going for 2 billion credit facility from IMF, while we can print more than 500 billion CD to develop our economy. And the micro from me business kakra school. Na in economics, yes, money kakra. One characteristic of money is scarcity. And you can say bebre. But Prof will do more than Prof be rem kakra ho. And the adjuma anyway, adjuma so say US HR 2 trillion. HM man for Ntino Bank of Ghana here. If you didn't yani dia, tiada ni print be. Well, you are entitled to your opinion. Good morning, Honorable Akuoko. The teacher unions are very right, especially where they are seen as the last option and stepping stone. A teacher can't buy a common motorbike without a loan in Ghana. For us in Boko Central, the politicians and the IGP okay. For us in Boko Central, but one of friend Jai na minka uniano message no emano pachawa wadaroma. Okay, Boko Central, the politicians and IGP are together gradually bringing terrorists in Ghana because Burkina Faso and Togo are just a stone thrown from Boko, which is currently boiling and bleeding, with lives and properties being damaged almost every day. After government white paper and public declaration by the president, the IGP can't arrest the so-called regent and other criminals. Okay, one piece at Boko. Atiga Isahaku El Boko calling for peace. El Boko the day ebaye no. Please ask the woman at your city why the teachers are taking motivation fees from parents before they teach. This woman is speaking as a politician, but not a union leader. To add up to my earlier submission, the inflation in the country is artificial made. We are the cause of most of the problems. People increase their things without considering that we are all Ghanaians. Sami Elbechim Enode Ebaye. Okay, Sami, thank you very much. Yechia Bechim Funyina Anopei. As a good morning, Honorable. My regards to what the public sector workers are asking for, I would say that every honest person will say it's worth. It's because as at the time there was 4% salary increment, inflation was 9%. Now inflation around 30 something percent. Those up there increase their own salaries to 70 something percent and are up there are living luxurious life whilst we are suffering down here. In fact, the government is not being fair, so I support this move. I'm Prince aka times 2 inside Sefiri also. And Odiaba. That's all about messages no so. But I don't share on Facebook, Kessben TV. Na yabeka prof but na wanu gwa asem so na me try so kakra. Etim ba choba mintio.
Na me kase.
Prof wo be kase no na mami fa a picture bi nto so but mo Facebook no mo nko na me show picture bi ndam. Ena me ba adwuma ye ba adwuma from Richard DPSC producers na adwuma pa na taxi drivers na truck drivers na say church o mo kachi. Now this is funny though, but interesting. And if I talk so now, and the car trotro number, GL234710, a taxi, a caravan, and I watch it say IMF versus E-Levy. Car number GL234710. I try the car IMF versus E-Levy. Grab anyway, Nico. Anyway, Prof. Batayan to us.
All right, so now me kasado, now me say, Nkrofo ebuma no. You dream say a verse rocket science. And easy sir. When you pick the figures before us, and those figures are normally validated by all and sundry. The global world and everyone. What it means is that, you see, when you demand something that is unrealistic and maybe you strike to compel the government to pay and accept, if they accept, they cannot pay. What I said.
Okay.
And if they try doing it, it will run the country down further. That is why I started by saying, indeed, a plain knowledge say, cost of living has gone up everywhere. And to share other developed countries, what they have done is that a big living allowance, which is part of them all this while.
Okay.
Nyama Kosra, UK say, Robert Miako, or assembly, what we call assembly here. They will even send you, that's the proactivity side of it. They will even send you, but in budget, no, your economy doesn't have that, leverage.
Okay.
To support people at any given point in time. Now, I am not for the I'm on the phone. I'm Muslim. Wow. When you pick the budget of UK and US, our infrastructure needs, and this almost baby, you do that. Stage in a long time. There were years, sir. Now they were going through the same stage. Inflation was high. They had infrastructural gaps. What I say? Now, Ghana will continue to borrow because mami oti we me ni baby oti so oti is legona maybe the only time I enjoy a good road no anytime I was driving out of me more example now what driving out of the vicinity when you pay you are going to rough road so everybody wants the road in front of their house to be constructed.
Okay.
Everybody wants school. Teachers we want hear bungalows me boy. Na aban bia e shebo say ye ba you be see bungalows and teachers. But the issue is that where is the money? And the unfortunate part of it is that you can't basic education. As I said, SHS I free no. Government does not get any direct financial benefit from running this institution. Purely social.
Okay.
So the minutest increase in their expenditure will trigger something in the revenue structure of the economy. And to share Ghana pa your budget affair. Workers paying kwano takes a chunk. In fact, it takes over 80% of tax revenue. What I say? Now, all the interest rate ever count here. Now say there are some error. And you see, I started with a plea. Meaning say a bit here, a bit NTS.
Yeah.
Say baby, you do know. You can compel. Government can say, okay, go, I'll pay you. I can tell you Kwarteng, there's no money to pay.
There's no money to pay.
Oh, there's no money to pay. No, you see, Kwarteng, we need to.
And if now there's no money to pay, baby,
so you see, like, let's look at the way government runs. In the case of the public sector, most of these agencies don't bring revenue. What I say, because it's agenda. Yeah, the framers of constitution of the view say the only way you can have your economy to develop is for you to give free basic education to the secondary school account. Now, numbers and there's no proper revenue be a and yes, Anka, I don't know about background. And yes, there were free basic education and come to school.
Okay.
Now, SS na secondary school nanka e formal nanka ebi no manko ebi anko school this sa nyama aban e de to ho nkrofom year constitution no to say there should be a consistent education that will be free for Ghanaians no and any abedu baby edu and you don't have you cannot compare it with the private sector. What I say now eja Kwarteng na se bedu pempenso a nyame moye den na say I'm not speaking for I'm speaking for the position of the economy,
okay,
and what the public sector is demanding. Because once again, let me once again make this statement myself clear. Say, look, increase here. So why will I speak against it? No, I will speak against it.
Bro, I would take concern from the teacher unions. No. So I almost say Sesikeni and then the Nyabitua as Gracia, Matogba Fede returning it, Sesikeni Article 71 holders, Sesikeni Abino was on radio all over defending, say, Yentia 20% neutrality allowance. The government itself on radio it defenders Yentia 20% neutrality allowance. And for Emma technocrat, and I say, Omuana Omu demanding. So the teachers are also saying, as I want to see, I don't know what to call radio school defenders into 20% more. So almost officer or so Mosaka.
Exactly.
Prof.
You see, I'm not against. Please, let's take this right. I'm not against the requests. That's why my preamble. I just said, look, because of enough reason. Until they will say, Abine should have been proactive to invite those people when they started talking about it, and they start negotiating with them as to even say, okay, look, let me why then may Mamo say to cushion you. That would have even stopped the strike. I don't think they would have gone in the strike. But see, let's not talk like that. Wow, Abayano, Nyama no better control no. Let me say in March there were measures to manage expenditure. Ebini say Minister Betu just said some expenditures in the public service have been reduced by 50%. Even coupons see. Sometimes no okasa bebre coupons ya and penny for the mama kura no and so mu na wonum ntimi nka Because you see, when you get to a certain level, the number of trips are obey. Baby, I will call the risk involved. And this said, Obia, the Juma is a work by Juma, no, I bet you not okufi. That is why, even in the teacher's profession, as and when you are climbing, then the condition of service is improving. You are climbing and developing yourself. Your condition of service will improve. Now, say, if you decide to be constant, then you don't expect it to move as fast as you expect. Now, the argument has been like, say, nyame mo idea, adena wonum etua expression agreement to. Well, to say ene, anaka aketua woje. Nyame mo idea say yente so. It doesn't work like that. The government showed good faith to us when the economy had come to a halt in the year 2020. And I'm saying, also they never asked us to reduce our salary by even 1%. They paid some of us. Because you tried there virtually. They paid us throughout the year. We shouldn't go there, but it must come in. It is so because it's an agreement between Abayeno and his staff, and the Abai will have the right as employer. I mean, kind of labor law now. Everybody has a condition. Sometimes, if you look at the number of people you have, and I said you are curtailing the agreement, and to re-employ them again, it's too expensive. So the Abai took a decision to even pay people who were sleeping in the house, don't do anything, just to ensure say you are cushioned during that period. And to the message say, that period, that's number one. Now, you share the issue of comparing whatever we are earning with the ex-gratia. Ex-gratia, no, all the down, and yet I buy when any ex-gratia buy.
Okay.
Even though many yatraha, makase, the gap between the top, the elite, and the down, are too wide. And the concerns I expressed, look, we are not saying they should reduce those who are at the top. Rather, they should narrow the gap by improving those who are down. That is fair. Because I hope, say, I don't know your position in the teaching profession, but your dream is to move to the top. And who move to the top, not say condition of service bad, there will be no dream to move to the top. Because that's what we call career development. What does it? Because I'm a teacher here. My bon papa say in the next 10, 5 years, 15 years, no, I will say this will be a head teacher. The head teacher, my bon papa do what will motivate me to go there? Their condition of services should be improved. That is why.
German teacher says, "Tobianity."
Oh yes. Oh no. I need the
no. Should be a
you are not the CEO of this place. It's not true. But I can tell you, sir, when you become a CEO, your responsibility goes beyond just presenting and hosting.
Okay.
What I say, you could be a host and be a CEO, but there are other things, sir.
Okay.
And those things goes with benefit. Now,
so, Prof, are you drawing our attention to say I told the BSY share your input? Any a Jumana, no, and now you share one catio say your cassette.
Oh, a Akuoko Kwarteng. Nanka Obi ni Wabekase. Me ye Jumana Makwenim. Nanka will all be like machines. Just do whatever you want to do. But
Prof, the issue be about say Ghanaian workers pretend to be working and the government pretend to be paying them. Maybe I can't want some more. Yaba back to her. And the public workers and they demanding. Nti young coin say.
Okay, so mebaho. Na me can do baby.
Yes, but on to
na and Kubana say a byway is insensitive towards Ghanaian workers. Say in the midst of difficulties, no, or that's so 8 year ex-gratia. Ex-gratia agreement that. And I want engaging in panel. So where we are, also Chanika.
Okay.
Okay. Now you
can opposition for no so more casa about Graciano. Almost so
oh, and what will say? What parliamentar? What say? And this NPP over S Gracia before. I'm telling you, when they fight, they are fighting to increase it.
Okay.
Not to reduce it.
But by interesting. Oh
no. And it's not.
I'm say oh, I buy no economy no.
They're politics. Eja kwati say me ne would him say they're politics. And I don't know one Daniel Muhua. A bit to them and can people because we dey say we politics na no credit dey him. They know it, but see yeah no many politicians no.
Yeah.
We say it as it is. Only on more agreement. You have to do everything to pay it until say I buy back cancel ex gratia, which me I'm not intimidated because me one person me do. Now me do I need to enjoy those benefits because sometimes a benefiter also will repair for your sacrifices over the years. That is why you should work towards getting to the top one day. Else there will be no motivation to get to the top to serve your nation. Now, the issue of workers pretending to work and then employers pretending to pay them. Let me tell you, this thing is caused by the government. When you continue to increase the number of public servant workers, you send them to places okay.
Okay.
That's here. They don't pretend. No. There's no work to do. And then, who share some of the regions teachers who also change.
Kessben.
Who others Chairman, the hinterlands
To be a per city.
You can go to a school maybe class 1 to class 6 teachers here 2 pay. That 2 no headmaster.
Yeah.
Headmaster and one teacher. And to one try there in serious. Madam Asa make me buana. Thank you. So the other side now. Yeah, Dream said we are Abine Dream said he's providing employment to the people, into the public service. Now employment no it does change the productivity you need it was no. And no Dream said, but it is caused by the same government because of person providing employment to the people. And what is going to happen one day is that the day the government decide to ensure that there's efficiency in the system, there are some teachers who never get jobs. There are some people in the public service one will not get jobs. So that's it. Because I say the eduno sometimes I want to help and then at the end of the day bring people in, they don't do anything, then they turn around to point fingers at the government. And there's going to be a point in time there will be a shift from the way and manner our labor system is structured. And that day will come. I know that day will come where one government will say, look, baby, you do know. It is incumbent, say, the way and manner government appoints teachers will have to change. Where the agency involvement in recruitment. And that is why it is very difficult to say, teachers US equal strike, teachers UK equal strike, because of the rare. No, it's not as often as we can't go half a cycle without strike from teachers in Ghana. And I'm very happy you spoke about the fact that don't use inflation in the West to compare it to Ghana because annual inflation a constant. Indeed, you are experiencing increase in inflation. Inflation like daily thing. What I say. And at the end of the day, some of these things will now call for other areas. Abine should be looking at engaging. We should also be looking at the private-public sector agreement into the educational system. I bet involving the private, where efficiency can come in. Indeed, there's not the efficiency we are expecting from the government, and the workers, we are not really reaping. That is why all this and common say government pretends to pay, and people also pretend to work because the amount being paid, is not the expectation.
I buy pretending to me for no afraid of woman. Let
me tell you. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
it's a gospel truth. The Abine pays better than the private sector. And one teacher some more private schools,
okay.
It's a gospel truth.
Okay.
Average some of them were try you survey private schools a good friend saying Accra New Town ne car price
Okay.
na share sika one more edge.
Okay.
ABG 500 cedis a month, ABG 20 cedis a month. No, I mean no recognition of service.
Okay.
So that's it. I'm not saying say that's the reason, but you see, they are better off than those in the private sector.
Okay.
Or we are better off than those in the private sector.
Okay.
And do the air there. Indeed, this request no here pa, but na government engage here. Let's go back to the classroom.
Well, Professor Koku Mensa Mauto, a Dean, Graduate Studies Department, University of Professional Studies, and Motinin Kanai, Kessben 92.9, Kessben 93.3, and live on Kessben TV. Amansan Ntie Saturday morning show, Penny Fadring, and yes, Sinko, Nemidi de Kwabena, Akuoko Kwarteng, and pay in the studio, no, a Vida Sapabel. Women Commissioner Coalition of Concerned Teachers and a Professor Koku Bensa Mauto and Chair Martininka. Mamma Bamitio Kakramibana, my bomb messages, those messages in the torso, but I will do my best. Na yakin kaibi, but on Mamintio.
Yeah, no person mechanism. Sacrifice here, you can't was ever since I'm a teacher for no, almost sacrifice it.
Okay.
Teacher for sacrifice to date because. Teacher ni bi eni ho no mo a ye ma no aketua ma ne bro so bia ma I beka say at a point in time when teachers are comfortable.
Okay.
Also your comparison no he used
those
those
at the lower better than private
those
schools.
at the lower level.
Okay.
Okwa ono so beka yes ono so yesin obi ote kwan ho ton kate.
Okay.
That is not the comparison we are
So
doing
they
here.
take one ton kate onye worker. Or no any personal business or a sole proprietor.
Oh, share waketuya. You are always looking at moving to the top and not moving backwards.
Okay.
No,
No, Prof was trying to compare, but on the Prof will compare a bimpa or mukra degree, but almost trade or private schools. There are most of them why Winneba and others are when opportunity where buy dream into child or private school. And I'm more
private school,
and I'm more mukra be a set A, some teacher training college set A, some diploma, and now some degree. Maybe the same person who create degree at what private school no is getting about 500 Ghana, but prof person or the compare them tell say more the same degree be or private school more buying the no is about 1,000 plus in no who are buying what prof person tell say better. I don't know what.
Paucho. See, I know the minimum qualification to even come into the teaching field is first degree.
Okay.
Now private schools now come.
And there are some with degrees are more private schools.
Your private schools be a omutuasen aban. And no one can.
Okay.
Your private schools be a omutuasen. Nia ye wo aban we ye no.
Yeah.
Enti say obi abie ni school no afena school no basro nyen drew standard no. Definitely. What do you expect?
Okay.
Now as for IMF ne I don't want to go to that side because acquire more of political. Say I don't manage the economy.
Okay. It's more economic than political. It is more
economic. Problem, but money making point.
When you come to
making point.
IMF,
yes.
And the economy no. Uko who asem say because say be go say NDC ana we MPP. Government over the years.
Yeah.
Not only this government have not been fair to teachers. Government over the years have not been fair to teachers. Na obo baby so uko baby be kwa na bia head teacher ni ba ko bi na we honomo minim kofo ya post o makọ honomo obo hwe aketwa no mbeje no a any baby o makotena no a they resign from the teaching. In fact, if you force them and take them there, they won't teach. Omo judge one ko pay baby for fryer. Some have gone into farming. Enti a condition na we honomo because wo hwe aketwa kasa aketwa no kay bibi anka sombo na edu ko she kura so you know you live comfortably there. Why won't you go? You go. Yan been more honomo teacher for in the rural areas omu transo no mako ka anko baby omu chirade no omu nante no mako enti like we are saying your teacher for ne de yan can it be say yeah I don't know how to put it, but it's just a simple demand.
Okay.
It is just a simple demand.
Now, President
will take our attention off of what we are demanding and then
move to
other areas.
Way, okay.
And I don't want us to go there.
Now, President, so actually, Madrid now so and time and now we're inaugurating National Labour Commission penny for no say. You should also look at the capacity to pay. The person I will be to Yamakano, the capacity so bet me enya Eddie Mamo. It should be George or it should be 50-50. Any kind of Moyani so Tintina Eddie Obekan.
And na Prof Kayano. Prof the also on himself can you ho. Yes, we I see him says Sikawo. George John like he said earlier on. Everybody is alluding to the fact that our demand is legitimate. So
Abaya Buffer stock. Omo supply no near senior high school. That's the statement. Andy the better way in so. But first of all, supply no senior high schools. The 3 northern regions are press statement beer. It says the suppliers are not supplying the foods. And in Kwadano the community school and now no also result to say supply na madia and then the just Oman Kwadano coffee or so. This is the government we are talking about. Osha Abaya taking on so many times and a school feeding caterers ultimate ya or musika de ama Osha Abaya and they national service for omusika omuso Osha Abaya napko for betenefie almost about 6 months. Omuda sumpo wa adwuma 6 months omusika mai Osha Abaya yenu ya nama na omu tobutu ya eka so metenefie physically challenging is almost about 6 months now omuso so market ya mai Osha Abaya a delay common fund ni other statutory payment ni ade. How will you conclude Abaya no Oscar? Is the government too wicked? Is the government too wicked say we scan the honor school feeding caterers anu aduane comedy nkwada ko for supply aduane no beka so onye. How will you conclude so Oscar?
And I make sure that sometimes when you want to reason up with the government, they do the opposite.
Okay.
It becomes difficult to reason up with them.
What is the opposite?
Tama almost started a free SHS.
Yeah.
And who debate by?
Okay.
Ebi ka say enye visible. Ebi say enye visible. Ebi the suggestions be by say let those who can pay.
Yeah.
So those who cannot pay. Yeah, no. It was a joy to me because me I benefited from it.
Yeah.
No be no. And policy be ba. We are in piloting. We've been some in the piloting. Almost Debbie, you bet to me. Let's roll it up. No, I'm saying best I bet drift ya kohonomo.
Who are buying say or yema obi who say obi.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or yema obi who so obi. But a do other aspect I demanding on person beya. That is when he wants to tell us he doesn't have money.
I don't know, me draw attention say Abaya or did the casa no. How will you conclude say Oscar?
Me say nyon person beya no ni huska. Nyon person ye no owo huska.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
Okay.
Nyon person beya no onisika.
Okay.
Nyon person beya no owo huska.
So you mean the government will pretend not to be paying these suppliers, fertilizer suppliers, caterers, contractors are omaba apaki omumfidie enyina no eyebo apaya na office aban ntua.
And say on to you so other things.
Okay.
Ebi ni cathedral ye see.
Okay.
All your other things.
But yes.
My some few interjections.
Yeah, demand no na ye share. Because me kasa me kika ni me bia. Ohun as a necessity all ye.
But you know dey betimi aka. You are Ghanaian and you are entitled to it. Yes. So go ahead, yes.
But me dey near me person make can say, yesika no. Me minim say Abai has what it takes to pay. If he wants to pay, he can pay. And nyon to me yano. And I said nobody said this on yano. And on say oniska. Scan de bi hopa.
Okay. Well, and they did the Vida Sapabel, Women Commissioner at the Coalition of Consent Teachers, and in the studio, this one but Montana by camera and Martin Kano. Few messages now, me call Prof for her, Kakra, na, and my producer signal me said the uncommon it's about teachers and other public workers in Tino. You me phone lines, Kakra, by 10 minutes, Mamo. And we open the phone lines. Kakra edia mam se prof anu sia beba mo nchen nsa na ya ba studio na ya be wrap up the show ejin ba choya na mobile mo telephone. These are the numbers here be phone line na 0552911929 and 0550922929. Other public workers and now teachers mo fear mo share across the country no. We want to hear your voice, more input messages no. Mo de bia by back in Kessben, but producer signal me say I will see a man so more opportunity. Other public workers be it ECG, whatever. But all your public worker, don't call me and pretend so you're public worker. But some true public workers, now me share my opinion on the issue. But me can't say a number with you. Number me de mamina eduwa. Prof anu sipe me ba be pick calls no. But 0552 911929 0550 922929. Me can messages kakra na ba prof so me wia na ya ba betie mo kakra. I say good morning Akuoko. In America, PhD teacher at business school, please tell Prof Mauto he can sacrifice to come to Peodia MA business school to teach class 1. There he will see the significance of cola. Also Yabua Andrews, Elseshi Peodia. I say America PhD teachers etimi radio KG. Into a best prof we send and that remember say prepare there now o ma kire ne mana de ma o unwaduma prof boy investor professional said it o mo mpre ma ne ma o. Good morning Akuoko. Ghanaian leaders are always nostalgious. They should be proactive to ease the burden of the Ghanaian people. Note, the government should restore the toll booth to move the country forward. Edi aban kura ni Yankwa Same Ewo Abrepo Highway and Ode Abasame Yadase Papa say Uti Jumedie. Good morning, Akuoko. The government is not being fair to teachers. Even teachers are not able to get 30% of ministers' pay. So please, Honorable, should stop begging teachers and do the right thing than begging. Bismarck Ewon Suta Beposo. Akuoko, please stop saying the government doesn't have money. Have we heard the minister's pay has delayed? Well, Bismarck, maybe you don't know, but I have to tell you, MMDCs that were employed, almost salary delay 8 good months. I have to say it. MMDCs are Jumano. That most of them 8 months they have not been paid, but they can't talk. I have to tell you, yes, I have to. Now no cry no. Good morning, Prof. Good morning, Akuoko. Prof is now pleading for basic school teachers to call off the strike. I teach at village of which I work 1 hour under Cocoa Farm. I haven't been paid for condition allowance for a village teacher since I started teaching, even though I was promised they will give me village allowance. Ebi be passe and not say, oh, teacher matter, oh, Ghana matter. I say good morning, Akuoko. I love the show and I'm enjoying you, pa. Okay, so say hello, good morning. I want to know, is professor speaking for the government or is working for the government? Is he not here when there were workers and training teachers and nurses hitting the street during John Mahama rule? And what did he say about that one too? Prof, stop defending the government. Mauli, Cape Coast South. And Ode Eba say, okay, Mauli de Ode Eba, who Prof say Prof defend you. Prof also patch or Chenadring. I don't want to go, please. How do ministers, MPs, president, etc. take every month? Tell me their salaries. I have been promoted to senior superintendent 1, XP1, since 2018, but have not reflected. Please give us a break. Sergio Ewojache, teachers matter, Ghana matter. I don't want to go, please tell Prof to come to Diabre in the Savulugu Diary. Okay, tell Prof to come to Diary in Savulugu Municipal to come and teach. You should give us a break. And the Prof Ampa need defend you about say this is Edu Jemfi and or they buy. Okay, please, Prof didn't plead to the university teachers when they were on strike, and now he is pleading with we the teachers. Okay, but maybe Prof say university teachers strike, you know, so no cramian I'm hosting no studio. Prof plead say and also so Emra. I say good morning, sir. Has it ever happened before in this country that payment of ex gratia to politicians has been delayed? Well, maybe the can be seen there. I'm told to say former state housing company, former MD, Mr. Samuel Sapon, former KMA chief executive, former regional minister, and ex gratia be seen in Tria. That's what I know. The government should not. The government should cut down his ministers and pay as period. My name is Bismarck Atta from Asimfosu. Okay. Good morning, boss. I don't buy Prof's idea, Kura. Teachers have sacrificed from time immemorial. What at all does teachers have to do again? What are you talking about, Prof? Prof, don't cause problems for yourself. Oh, It's not funny anymore. This one, they won't listen to you. If Article 71 holders, if Article 71 office holders who accept to be paid 2,000 Ghana cedis monthly, and councillors gratia and other benefits, then we teachers will call off the strike. Augustine Bedu, Techiman, and on also the ban of paying. Nanando said, we are sitting on money and we are hungry. And now where is the money? He said he's coming to make us comfortable. 4 more for Nana. So look at what is happening. Okay. Or say all the free okre and on also did it here. And please ask Prof. Didn't he take part in the UTAC strike? Same want to know. Good morning, Akuoko. Please, what Prof is saying is not right. Teachers also go through similar struggles as compared to politicians. I'm a teacher and I take care of 3 students in my school who are not my family members. These people come to school empty stomach till school close around 3 p.m. It is very pathetic. I take care in and out every day to school. I take car in and out every day to school. Please, the government should be fair to teachers a little because Okoto Didia on Wamso Edis the hi Honorable Akuoko, I'm enjoying the program and it's loud and clear here. Okay, me that's my baby Kronos one come. Davis Ewedra also the professor should keep mute and stop talking. Ghanaian leaders are not those to be pitied for. How can Prof think about our politicians? For them, by the time you are thinking about them, they are enjoying somewhere. So they should pay us our cola. Simple and tietia. Davis Ewo Ejra. Abba. I say I'm a government. If I'm the government, I'll close school for 1 year and stop paying the teachers. And after 1 year, I'll recruit fresh teachers and do away with the current teachers and restructure the education sector again. Sami Ewo Sami Yemu Mines. What the other and say animal farm no they open I them run a juma and there's a social contract what binding or man for her the urban then the party say teacher ni kasa na ketu so urban in na fie so e yenkonesie asem bi anywhere this kind of chum e anu ya ene edika. So sad with professor's comment this morning. No wonder he also want to get there so that he will enjoy. Some few should continue to milk through Article 71 holders. I know some private facilities which pay better than the government hospital. We should stop this. Working in Upper East region will make him appreciate what teachers and health workers are going through. Felix Bolga and now day about 3 messages na Masaba studio bio na yabetwa. So the government should listen to teachers because we deserve the cola 20%. I also please tell Prof to come to Yao Sekrum and teach there. He will know the reason why we are calling for cola. Foster from Sunyane Enode Eba. Proverbs and the baby I greet the woman. I greet the woman. Government has money to do other things like National Cathedral, flying with expensive private jets, not being honest in its expenditure. Kakrabedu so many. I'll say greetings to Isaac Sowa so the government can pay. Victor Techiman, Victor Mbacho, okay, my whole message, this is not from Tema. Please let's be little mindful of what we are building as a country. The quality of the free senior high school should not be separated from the good education we are campaigning for. How do we say we want to give free education to our children, which we want them to become future leaders, but the vehicle that will take them there is teachers, but there's no fuel, else 1 + 1 will be 5. Okay, last one, my bus studio. Akuoko, please, what of you in the studio will recommend teaching as a job to your children? When will we respect teachers? Some teachers have moved higher qualifications than some politicians, yet receive little salary. Let's be serious. Teachers of today are not into pro bono services anymore. Okay, you're not doing pro bono, I say. We choose to live in Ghana and must make it in this country as teachers. The lives of teachers on ICU intensive care, we are not going today, neither tomorrow. Let the government make intellectuals. The government should not take intellectuals for granted. Cheerfulness, Mim secondary school afo. And but cheerfulness me cheer afo mem phone are not paying. MMDC have not been paid for 8 months, but they are insensitive and other allowances is more than teachers. Gaddafi, ewa danse akrokare enote ebaye. Honorable, I'm CLOSAG member in 2022 and in 2020. In 2012, my net salary was 640 Ghana cedis. It was good enough for me than 2,000 Ghana cedis I'm receiving now. Okay. But I'm in studio, Prof. Mamintio Kakra.
Before
yes, okay, Mamintio. Yeah.
Who's a Prof. Kasanoka say, ye Juma, COVID nearby at Nefie, government was still paying us. In fact, we have worked for it. Ye be a school, no? We stayed in school for extra hours to cover up for the losses.
Okay.
So it wasn't for free.
Okay. So okay.
Prof. Mamintio.
All right. So you see, what I mean is, I see at that point in time, no, an employer can say, and he Kofi, and I said, "Metal pay so." He has the right because a lot of industries experienced it. Oko hotels, they lay their workers off. I'm talking about a good fater are buying any show, young workers now.
Prof. Good microphone. Yeah.
Now because are buying a show good faith to us during those difficult moments. I mean, globally, baby, what my idea? People were laid off. Even government, public sector workers were laid off. Yes, there are other countries that now, see that period, you know, the government held us on. So there was that leverage or the mind, and that's what I'm saying. But indeed, once you come back, you have to pay. You have to work for it. I mean, like during that same period, no, Abayin will say, "Include this card, but you are water bill." So what did the Abayin do? Say, okay, don't think about, but you will pay because you consumed it. Okay, but there was a leverage via all the money. Yeah, it eased out the difficulty during those periods. Now, Akuoko Kwarteng, and say, sister, Kasa, me parents and parents, me man, high five, because also or your activist, meaning say many born or purposely to make that emphatic statement. Say the government must consider them. Meaning say the Okaso Abai will scar on the this when it's can meaning say and a normal activist position. Say whether you say yes or no, meaning till case cry. I mean, when you engage them, normally that's how it is. Okay, but or make your sister make a statement. Yeah, I want to probably put in a submission. Wow, this free SHS now. Me kase ebe ya ho na teachers kura na say support sa free SHS. Say the politicians should do everything possible, everything possible to provide education for the average Ghanaian from day nursery to secondary school. We should support it. We should not even give the politician any listening ear to touch making education free at that level.
Okay.
Wow. Now Okasano, I see Abai no Sika. He gave priorities to those things. Indeed. Yet now studio and other studios, Eka say in 2017, we share the indicators now. They were good. In fact, they were looking good. So Ebra Abai said me here 3 billion at the free SHS. No. Chairman, I supported it because those monies in other areas would have been used to finance it. What I see.
Okay.
And we should have a sustainable funding for free SHS, no matter what.
Yeah.
And this student have said it that Sayi Levia Eke, Mimi Nyakranka, yen funny free SHS in Kwan. Now I buy and ye says Ghana or the free SHS and to other sectors to make it more sustainable. But until then, we should not try to submit any argument that it will hold it. Make a bomb pie say IMF should not touch free SHS. Now there are areas here. Now all Kasano, I felt it. In fact, I felt it. Well, a grown up also Grofo say me charge your honor. It's not like minim who I have traveled throughout this nation because I was fortunate to be a board member of Kessben, the trustee.
Okay.
And now I was part of the project committee.
Okay.
And we traveled nationwide to monitor the project. And I have a first hand. Oh no, I have not. I'm not still. Oh no, but I like it because see, I said something. We make pronouncement via. It doesn't sound popular in the ears of people, but that's the truth. Say, Mimiti, I always say it. I'm a proud teacher. And it is my prayer to move to the top.
Yeah.
Because a fulfillment in life, say I'll move to the top. If not that ambition, like I'm a professor at this age. What I say, and it is my prayer that every teacher should be aiming at the top, because obia opportunity if you say whether you are in a hinterland or in the city, you have to prepare. Me masters, PhD. I use my own mind to so we need to be singing such songs for people to understand. Said, aim at developing your career to the highest level. I will not probably compromise on that in my submission. Now me can be big kakra efa when I'm say obey mono obi ka say ko print money mesre me nua be ma printing of money no
was it US are printing it.
You see, US went for a loan over $2 trillion during COVID. And now they are even in economic stress.
Kessben.
Now, US economy. Maybe one day we have to come and digest the global economy. Now, you be paying. What happened? That was the escalating effects.
You be
paying.
And that champion.
You be paying. Escalating effect of inflation over the early 80s.
Yeah.
Emma, now it makes your money useless. It makes your money useless. It is valueless. And it's money there. My fan can't cry and don't count. Now, make this pronounced.
Problem but John can make person with the pronouncement in the better na and can but we have 10 minutes to wrap up the show.
Right.
Now and can go to professionals and so on opportunity I must studio her any other public workers. No, but also when you're public worker, please don't call. If you're a teacher or public sector worker, you be see a team on some kakra. More money kwa studio hano. And a producer say opportunity na team kakra. First call online. So good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay. I'm saying now on your ready. So these are the numbers. 0552 911 929 0550 922 929. Other professional workers are Monya Kwama Studio Hano Team Kakra. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, but I did the saying Ukasa free hay.
Very Chiba from Kessben Manson.
Okay, Chiba from but who follow within what category? Is it the teacher or other or the teacher?
I'm a teacher.
Okay, Chiba to me too.
With that, I'm a child to you now. I don't mind a candidate. Opening. You don't mind it. And you're not pending for no. Any day, and I also know. You heard a teacher, any incentives are. So now, or my them. You're just waiting. You said you want to open any kind, and so many better traffic. I should your money, Cassation, your money. When you say once, you're for night and say in a group. So only a better traffic. I can be repassed. No, young go. Cassade, and my battle. No one can be in charge.
Well, Cheba, for thanks for calling. Also bit me about rem. This is Kessben Amansan Ntie penny fadring. Abeza ye team on so mo kakra na ye share ni amonso mo waka. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. But you did this okay, free.
Your friend Gabriel, you can say free BBNE.
Okay, Gabriel, but teacher or other profession?
You got to be a teacher.
Okay, until Fran know about you know the profession account, but you mamintio.
Your friend Gabriel, me teacher.
Yeah, Gabriel, but yes, yentio.
Professor Kessben was during COVID time, you know. I bind it here, money the benefit, no one can about. But could you believe, say, yes, some teachers who on my uncle break it down. Yeah, the teachers will be busy. You don't be busy. Yes, I the teachers who want to come my local school over months. Could you believe, say, during that period, in your man, nurses, 3 months, that's free. Teachers, you may one feeding pool. It is during that period, you know. I find the benefit of the downside. No, which one you fair to us.
Okay. Thank you very much. Also, bit me about Remna Yetio. So I'm listening. Teachers so far, 2 teachers have called. Good morning.
Good morning, Honorable Akuoko Kwarteng.
Yes, sir. But Udin is a Okasafre.
Our friend, teacher constitution, the Cassafri, I'm going to more preparing.
Okay, teacher, but I'm going to. Okay, Maminti.
Honorable, when you who's a basic Casemua? Even in Parliament, you know, MPP and DC, Yana Omunina Quadrant Group. Now, me, I dare many matters and they deserve better. And the Omokanina no chrome. That was a social profile some of Kenya. I find out quite much. So making kind maybe a funny baby. Or say a sika anyone, I buy a grant to me. I buy it me just all the police station Granny Bikini Banners can be no. Some pennies I do now need a so Canadian. And you're buying the Canadian. The moon said they want to have a ball. As you might go out to a buying to Omokan. See any name of COVID Russia, Ukraine war. You have been saying him and that's successful. So many of Emma. By the minister, you know, just good young and the Vina Dr. China. And I instant to Mom so much here.
One check, well, teacher, thanks for calling. Mamifa, be other people now. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Akuoko.
Yes, and Pacho this Okasafre.
Pacho, your friend is Samuel Kosiapia, me teacher, and me Tasafri Sunyan Shatre.
Okay, Sammy Ntie.
Da Machapani at Mamobon. Mr. I said to the idea, you to buy at the Jibai. Didn't I just or man in wedding? The mind why this is young. Me so me, Margin say, Professor Mistrena, more Payatono, yet you're poor much I would say. Or more salary increment now, more year 79.80. Or more cut down, Emma 40. No more for 30 now, Cano, and making we are so. Because selling to the man where you say why bridges Emma and my own demonstration because bridge and my own that's not paying for my
okay. There's a benefona Koyano ma. I don't interested anyway. Thanks for calling from Sunyani. Yes, you can also join us at war 0552911929 0550922929 na ENTMO. The line about open air Jumanti. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, but I didn't say Casafre. Okay, teacher, right?
Yeah, me teacher.
Okay, Eben Mayentiwe.
Pacho, I buy no Cassette, the same. Any about funny clear and a minister for the moon and Kessben. 3 months.
But on Castle in Chiao, this one is not about salary. I can tell you about a cost of living allowance 20% in the account. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
It's almost capable of 3 months. Just for 3 months.
But I saw him say, or maybe I'm saying where to sell. You're teaching on my sale. Okay.
I am for Jawabam. I had my cooler for to try and
okay, thanks for calling. Last but one caller, we've picked 2 more calls. Now, Yabdid Mediano, Bra area. Next person, hello, good morning. Yes, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Mbajo Casafre.
Casafe so many.
So many, Mpacho Mentio.
Pacho makes here when I wait here for no. And Miss Omi and Tew.
Okay, and that's right.
Yeah, my person can say, Yanin can any problem, but we share expense this buying yana. Who mobile any Prof. Nassamo can that's America for G loan, what chairman, one coffee. The sentence to Gano Chibu and the end is a process by a ban for us to change. It was true mobile and a woman who scan back. Now they are back. Now they are the Yadano. There's the end of the day, no. Once I ban against all the pressure amount. Mr. Host share Naku, a banning our West and Naku, no only contract him. But still they are post. Once the one get ban all the pressure amount. If you best say on Kano, because this is no quarrel now by our talk. George Ye and I, Kosuma, Kosuma, and then the BCM and will be that, but no quality Basura. Young workers never see example, many more ideas. This year, Royal Fair idea you should do within the town I had in Pono. Who will be in a month? I know them, I will ban their way.
All right.
Professor on kan kwal kakra na Ghana for yabre.
Meda sepa omenfa mo amotimi frɛ no nyina ensia 2 minutes na yɛme mo so ama the man Joe Laka. Yes, abetena se na omo the sports no atoa so. Edi me ba yo 1 minute. Maminti o dey twa talk ra na me you prof. Yes, maminti o.
Meka chere teachers for nyina said they should stay resolute. Strike need a tuemu.
Okay.
Ye na ban koshia na bibi papa fimu ba.
I'm told it's on the 12 mesa kwa koshia.
Ye be mama mane.
Okay.
So they should stand resolute.
Okay. So, the amateur in Kay Prophet Bato already chat or cry under 1 minute. Na
yes crowd say. Media me tamuchi say one mo kwa one negotiating. Now in the course of the negotiation no mo go back to classroom. Na enko chire nkola na de whilst we are teaching them they were negotiating e be srem ehun hia pa
well ahana brebe me kwama yede Amansan Ntie dwumadie mpanyimfa dwen no nyina esie medidi kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng betimi afrɛ me honorable anakeke anopay professor Akuoko Mensah dean graduate studies department university of professional studies prof ebeboae or the name dear Namedia channel Ebeboy and Moti coalition of concerned teachers Omo women commissioner penimpa miaminuaba Vida Sapabel and so Moti Ninka Moti be 16 regions of the country. Facebook Kessben TV, YouTube Kessben TV, Kessben 92.9 from Tiwa Studio in Accra, Kessben 93.3, and an Ebotin Studio in Kumasi, and Ghana Babia Musha Ebiano. We did the Kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng once again. Remember Muso na Joe Laka at the sports no atwaso at the Amamo na Bibia I fine. More share US. My US want to send messages, but they wanted to contribute, but unfortunately no. Yebre no aso. That's an enemy the chair. Ebeseshia. Non so kusi non kron. Ewa Amansan Ntie. Good morning. Happy weekend.